feeling burned out is nothing new, but adding a pandemic into the mix is. 53% of adults in the U.S. say COVID-19 has negatively impacted their mental health. Thankfully, there are ways to cope. Joining us via Zoom is psychologist and author of the book Mommy Burnout, Dr. Sheryl Zeigler. Dr. Zeigler, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, now this is happening all across the nation, burnout. What are you seeing in your own practice?
What I'm seeing is that whole families are really being affected by this. It's really unprecedented. And so when I'm talking about kids being burned out, what that looks like is they're sleeping through Zoom calls. They are drifting off while they're supposed to be in class. They are really struggling with connecting with other friends and just overall just spending so much time in their rooms with their headphones on. Their parents can't get them out of their rooms. And then with some of the younger kids, I'm seeing regressive behaviors, thumb sucking, bedwetting, can't get out of, their parents' bed. That's where they want to sleep. And even having separation anxiety, where now all of a sudden where they were fine, they don't want to separate from their parents anymore. And I would say overall, all kids are experiencing some grief because the life that we once lived is no longer there. So they're grieving things like proms and graduations and other rites of passage that they would normally get to experience.
Well, burned out parents are in no short supply. So let's take a look at two women with 7 kids between them. Their way of dealing with the pandemic, laughter, and a little, well, maybe more than a little wine.
Hey, Dr. Show.
This is Cat and Nat here, and we have been home for 436,000 days with our 7 children.
We're like dying, and we know we have to get back to school, to life, but we're kind of struggling over here because, well, our kids think pants are optional.
They also think that cookies and ice cream are actual meals that they can just graze around all day long.
They also don't realize that, the iPad might be for school, and it might not just be for, Fortnite and video, mindless, endless video games.
We literally need to start getting back into the systems that once were. We need to get these kids back in order.
I'm nervous. If they do go back to school, are they going to know that the chairs are for sitting, not for half flying up and down? And when they're at home, do they know that this endless abyss of
nothingness
is going to have to end?
It's time. I feel it. I feel like it has run its course, and we need to start getting things back in order. This is serious, guys.
Well, Cat and Nat are stars of the hugely popular YouTube series Mom Truths, and they are speaking the truth. They echo moms across the country.